Good evening, brothers and sisters. This is Lisa with AFGE 3571 AFGE. I'm coming to you after having being on a very important conference call with President Cox today. He was talking to us about the urgency for all of us to reach out to our congressmen, to let them know how we feel about some very important bills going through right now that could impact us as federal employees. The first bill is all agencies. It's H.R. 1364, and it was introduced by Jody Hice of Georgia, and basically it is limiting official time. How it's doing that is basically the bill says, and these are just summaries, I urge you to go see the bills yourself. It's basically saying that if you use official time, however many hours of official time you've used equates to an amount of your pension that will be affected, and basically you lose that part of your pension. The other bill going through right now only affects the Veteran Administration. However, we all know how quickly that can trickle down to the rest of us, so we have to stand with them, is H.R. 1461, and it was from Representative Arlington of Texas, and it basically says that currently it affects membership. And how it does that is right now, if you join, you're a member for 365 days. The union represents you, through the grievance, arbitration, any other issues that a member may have if they haven't been treated fairly or the contract has been violated. Right now, we do represent non-members, but only to a certain extent. And then they're on their own for their legal fees and things like that. Whereas if you're a union member, the union will stand up for you. Well, with this new bill, basically you can come and go at any time. So for example, you can join the union at 8 a.m. and unjoin by 5 p.m. What this does is it gives people the right to join if they're in the middle of like an arbitration or something like that, and then stop just as soon as their issue is done and not stand with all of us brothers and sisters. So these two bills can be very detrimental to us and our pensions and who we stand for as federal employees. All of us know how hard each one of us work. I don't care what agency you're with. So it is so important that we get out there, call our congressmen, let them know that we want them to vote no on H.R. 1364 and H.R. 1461 right now. We have to stop it while it's in the House. We do not want this to go to the Senate, where we will then have to call our our senators, and we just need to get active and get this stuff stopped. We all know how hard we work. We all know how hard the union works for us, and these bills are an outrage. I mean, there's no other way to sum it up. Outrage. I am so mad. Now, I do want to tell you, do not do any of this on government time. You must use your personal time. But I do urge you to use annual leave. Use whatever your personal time is and visit your congressman's office. We have to do this on Friday, Saturday, Monday, because this bill could come before the House as early as next week. I have published or put a link on AFGE 3571's Facebook page telling you more about the H.R. 1364 bill, and I urge you to take a look at that, but then get a hold of those congressmen, Republican, Democrat, for us, against us, I don't care. Make them hear us. They count how many times we call them, how many times they get emails, and it is impacting how they are voting. Just look at the healthcare stuff going through. I just saw on CNN the other day a congressman talking about how many calls for and against something and how it swayed his decision on that issue. Just think how effective we can be. I hope this video has been helpful for you and some legislation that maybe you didn't know was out there. I know that I was very surprised to hear about it just a few days ago. And I hope it helps you get active and just start the research process. If you have any questions, contact your local presidents, your union office representatives, your union rep, your alternate rep. All of them can help you get in contact with us who know anything, and I'm happy to help in any way I can as well. Until next time, give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed my video, and let me know what else you'd like to see. Good night.